Dublin, as anticipated, make just one change for today's All-Ireland final. Philly McMahon, who came on early in the semi-final against Kerry, retains his place at the expense of Kevin O'Brien. The final is a new experience for Johnny Cooper and Jack McCaffrey at the back, and also Kieran Kilkenny, Paul Mannion and Paddy Andrews in attack. Mayo go into this final with an unchanged formation. It means that Cillian O'Connor starts at quarter forward in spite of a lingering shoulder injury. 11 of this team played during last year's final defeat. The newcomers today include goalkeeper Robbie Hennelly, cornerbacks Tom Caniff and Chris Barrett, and the captain Andy Moran. Seamie O'Shea goes into this match with, I understand, a slight ankle injury. Kevin McLaughlin again, challenged here by Connolly. Still got it forward, however, to the 45-metre line, and again it is Cillian O'Connor. No hint of an injury there as he angles this one in towards Alan Freeman. Freeman challenged by Rory O'Carroll. Freeman still, two men on him. Back it comes here. Donal Vaughan up in the attack. Higgins likewise on as far as Andy Moore in his first possession, and the ball goes astray. It was intended for Colin Boyle, but it breaks down and there's a chance, and there might still be a chance, and there finally is, and it's put over the bar, and it's the captain Andy Moran.
Yeah, wonderful persistence that had by Andy Moran, indeed by a number of Mayo attackers. A lot of people were questioning his inclusion on this team, and that'll do Andy's confidence the world of good.
That's Paddy Andrews, well blocked down, he gets it again, and on comes James McCarthy. Very athletic wing back, looking to dish it off to a support player, nobody to help him. A lot of Mayo players around him, hit out eventually by Ger Cafferty. Back it comes again to Diarmuid Connolly, and Connolly puts it over the bar, and the Dubs are level.
Very good quick thinking by Diarmuid Connolly that time again. Ger Cafferty, a poor decision making, but Cafferty very quickly exploit the opportunity.
That's as Mayo had been given a free kick, and they had time and should have done a lot better, you would think. And right now it's Mayo again attacking with some purpose, and it's Lee Keegan, and Keegan does well, knocks it nonchalantly almost over the bar. First point of the match for him, and Mayo lead by 2 points to 1. That's his 8th point of this year's championship. Lovely left-footed kick to put it over the bar, over the head of Keith Higgins. Picks it up, however, and manages to get it forward as far as Alan Dillon, 20 metres out, trying to zigzag his way in between two defenders. Helped out here by Andy Moran. Moran looking dangerous. Opportunity here for Cillian O'Connor, well blocked down, taken out by Philly McMahon. Given away there as far as Rory O'Carroll. How did he pass it, however? And the referee is going to give a free in. The ball was handled on the ground.
I thought that attack should have got amounted to more. Just watch Philly McMahon this time. He lifts the ball clearly off the ground, it must be said. Well spotted by the referee, but I felt that the ball should have been given to Alan Freeman, and a goal chance was on.
Free's conceded so far, and it's Dublin who are doing the conceding. Haven't made a good start by any man who remains, and can now go 4 points to 1 down. Cillian O'Connor would like to nail this one here just to boost his confidence a little bit. He's got the angles right this time, straight over. This was the Andy Moran move here. Had he looked up a little bit earlier, as Martin Carney was saying, there was a free player, and that player was Alan Freeman, the number 14. Now Jack McCaffrey. They're trying to work it beyond Mayo's 65-metre line, and there's a tough, strong barrier of Mayo bodies confronting them. Finally, Paul Flynn kicks it long, hopefully in there, and it's in the net, and it's scored by Bernard Brogan. It was worth a pot, knocked in long, and a goal that comes after 16 minutes ties up the match at 1-1 to 4 points. This huge one from about 65 metres out. Keeper Kane never got to it. Ger Cafferty exposed. Brogan torments Mayo once again.
Oh, it must be said though, very clever play from Brogan. Knew exactly what he was about.
Here's the counter-attack quickly. Seamie O'Shea should score a point, and he does. No hint of an ankle injury there as he knocks that one over, and it's a quick response, and Mayo go back into the lead again. Booted away by Andy Moran, who's way back helping out. On as far as another seasoned campaigner, Alan Dillon. Up here in support comes Tom Caniff. Missed last year's final, he was away. That searching ball in there is dropped, it's fumbled, and Alan Freeman has it. Good turn! puts it over the bar when he might have put it into the back of the net, but the referee has blown the whistle and signalled that the play is going to be hauled back. But it was a real opportunity for Mayo once again there.
Yes, and there's vulnerability in that full back line, there's no doubt about it. Ger Brennan that time, I think it was who made the mistake. Alan Freeman picked up the loose pieces, got past the defenders very, very easily. Just in the process there, I think the free was given. Okay, he went ahead and put the ball over the bar, but in fairness, Joe McQuillan had blown the whistle that little bit earlier.
And Cillian O'Connor once again ready to put this one over from 20 metres out. Young Player of the Year twice in recent seasons, and 2 hat-tricks he scored as well, hat-tricks of goals against London and of course against Donegal in this year's championship. So that's over, he's got a second, going nicely, no hint of the problem that had been affecting him, that shoulder injury. James McCaffrey, nobody on him, he's gone straight through. In it goes towards his main target, Brogan back in as far as Kilkenny, and Kilkenny sees that one come back. Should have been either a point or a goal there. In as far as Brogan, can he finish? He can. The ever-reliable Bernard Brogan once again stepping up to the mark and putting it over. Well, let's look at this attack again here now, because Kieran Kilkenny was the one advancing the first time. Straight off the goalkeeper, Robbie Hennelly. Great save, but it was finished with some aplomb in the end by the main striker, Bernard Brogan. Quick counter-attack here now by Mayo. 2 players in the inside forward line to aim at. Hits it instead as far as Keith Higgins, dodging around James McCarthy. Played back in here once again to Andy Moran. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Lovely score by Andy Moran. Those people who said that he should have maybe come on as an impact sub, well, they're getting their answer. Andy wanted to make his impact right from the start. Quick kick out, and again Mayo are found wanting, not doing the marking that they were doing in the opening 5-6 minutes. Ger Brennan able to carry it forward. Back in here towards O'Gara, didn't reach him. Tom Conniff got his body to it, but O'Gara has a chance of recycling it. Promising looking attack, a support player, Michael Dara McCauley. Stop by the goalkeeper again, it's gone out for a 45 against first. Well done by Robbie Hennelly. Really good stop as Michael Dara McCauley was breezing in here. A promising move, the tackles were bouncing off him, hit straight at the goalkeeper, who was courageous and who did really well. And it's Stephen Cloxton who wants to get a result with this particular kick, but yes, he's got it. And his first pointed free of the match. So it's a 2-point game once again, 8 points to 1-3. Where Mayo had a lot of attacks, missed quite a number of chances, were stung by that goal after 16 minutes, and now it's Dublin once again trying to close the gap. Once more, O'Gara fisting this one, and this one has gone accurately between over the bar. A first point by the substitute Owen O'Gara, and so it's a 1-point game. Back goes Connolly. Dublin looking for a really, really good second 35 minutes from the St. Vincent's player. Traded off here as far as Michael Dara McCauley, retaining the possession, then going for a return, but it's to Cian O'Sullivan instead. In towards the end line here on the 13-metre line, turns, strikes and puts it over the bar. Lovely point by the midfielder. And so the teams are level after just 2 minutes of the second half. Back out as far as Seamie O'Shea. Now they go long all the way down to Andy Moran. And unable to keep it in play. It's a poor final ball out of defence there.
Yes, it's a poor final ball, and there's a worry there at the moment about the Mayo attack. There's a lot of the ball going in, is aimless, and there's an element of a disjointed look about the Mayo attack at the moment.
It's Kilkenny instead. This is going to bounce awkwardly in here. O'Gara's got it! And that was touched by the goalkeeper. It's gone over the bar, but it should have been a goal, really. O'Gara gets his second point, but Dublin should have had their second goal. But Robbie Hennelly once again performs heroically. That's magnificent goalkeeping, courageously getting his body in the way, getting up that left hand and pawing it over the bar. Dublin lead by a point. Here comes Michael Dara McCauley, got a support player, it's Dean Rock, back to McCauley in 2 minds for a moment, then Paul Flynn popped up, and Flynn completes the movement. 3 players involved. Flynn playing in his 30th championship game today, delights the hill. He makes it 1-8 to 9 points. It means Dublin are ahead by 2.
Yes, Mayo needs something major around the middle of the field, some change of fortune and a big effort from, in particular, their half-forward line if they're to actually fashion a win. Dublin are playing very well at the moment.
Dean Rock comes onto Brogan. Back once again it comes. Rock looking menacing, 45 metres out. Brogan again, kicking and kicking beautifully over the bar. Wonderfully executed score. He's one of the game's elite players. 6 points against Mayo in the 2012 championship. A goal and 2 here. Dublin are leading by 3. And it comes out here as far as Colin Boyle. Can he drive on Mayo? They've lost 6 finals since their last victory in 1951. They need something. They might get it. They have got it. Right spot, right time, right man. Andy Moran.
Great stuff from Andy Moran. Beautifully worked, actually. Beautiful flick on it. Moran's composure. Just watch, I think it is number 15 it was. Got on the end of the ball, but my God, he takes it very well. Keeps his nerve. That's the response that Mayo badly needed.
They've decided they need maybe the influence of Bastic in midfield to drive them on to possibly get another title, a 24th, and they're going to make a change in defence to accommodate that. Well, that now is Dublin's full complement of substitutes used. We've only seen 2 subs used by Mayo so far, so they have some options. Right now it's Paul Flynn who's trying to win this game for the Dubs. Who's going to be victorious? McMenamin, Macaulay, back in beautifully here. An opportunity with Bastic. A goal! Another one for Dublin and another one for Bernard Brogan. 2 goals in the final. This one coming after 54 minutes. A score of 2 goals and 2 points, and Dublin lead by 3 points once again. Bastic involved and Brogan with the finish after it had been played through initially by Michael Darragh Macaulay.
Perfectly legitimate, opportunist goal, exceptionally well taken.
On it comes to Mickey Conroy. Conroy kicking with more hope than expectation, I think, and he hasn't managed to score so far since coming on as a first half sub for Alan Freeman.
Yes, and the situation, like when Dublin get their attacks, their decision making is that little bit more adroit than Mayo's, and Mayo too often is one, you know, they're going individually, and the teamwork that they need to actually execute moves and open up the Dublin defence, it's not there.
Now the kickouts are working well for Dublin, and Ger Brennan comes storming forward here. He'd love to score in this final. He was a doubt beforehand, nothing doubtful about that. Only his 2nd championship point this season. Now is that going to prove a winner for Dublin? It's retained here by Philly McMahon. Came on as a sub in 2011. He'll relish an All-Ireland medal if that's what he's going to get in a few minutes' time. But there are still 3 minutes to go. The Dubs leading. And they look for a free kick, and they are going to get a free kick for that. And McMenamin reached out, was caught. The foul committed after it had been played in by Diarmuid Connolly, and it was Colin Boyle who committed the offence.
Yes, I think his commentator's curse. I was praising his discipline a couple of moments ago, but that time an unnecessary free to concede.
And so the yellow card has been given. Jason Doherty replacing Andy Moran, the number 15, the goal scorer after 50 minutes, at which stage it stood at 1-9 to 1-9. Yet here we are, 68 minutes in, and Dublin now have a chance to put 3 points between the teams. And up comes Cluxton. It's not quite as dramatic as it was 2 years ago when he came to win the All-Ireland down there at the other end of the field. Just once Kevin McMenamin has completed the running repairs. It would be a huge victory for Jim Gavin if it turns out this way. Up comes Cluxton, 1 pointed free in the first half, and now he's nailed another one. Hugely important score by Stephen Cluxton, the 31-year-old, the captain, playing in his 66th championship match. Quickly back out by Mayo, and now they're thinking we need a goal. But will they get a goal?
Yeah, this is rubbish. Their teams are so intent on doing, in the last couple of minutes of games, pulling players down deliberately. We're cursed with this in the game at the moment, and it's, if Keegan reacts to it, and by right the referee should throw the ball up.
Well, the referee has given the free kick. I think there was a yellow card. We were watching the replay of that, and it's all the way down. It's Kevin McManaman got the yellow card, I'm told. That went out off Enda Varley, or did it? Of a Dub player.
I think the referee, maybe it's given a free for Mayo in that case. It's pushing the back.
And this is kicked in. There'll be 4 minutes of added time, so there's still hope for Mayo if they can manage to mount an attack here. That was handled on the ground, I think, by Cillian O'Connor. Referee didn't see it. Play comes out. Back out it comes to McManaman. Michael Dara-McCauley now setting off. If he looks up, he's got a player diagonally away from him. O'Gara was available, and so too Bernard Brogan, but he holds rather than kicks long. McManaman again, just holding the possession. Almost into the stoppage time. 4 minutes to go after the 70 minutes has elapsed. Back by Dean Rock. Back here towards Diarmuid Connolly. Across to Bastick. They had the subs to come on here who've been influential. Bastick loses it, but then the reinforcements came, but then lost to Ger Cafferty, and Cafferty pushed to the ground. Free kick to Mayo. We've already used 20 seconds of the additional time. A yellow card now issued to Ger Brennan. As Martin Carney was just saying, just trying to stop the clock, Dublin, at this stage. Mayo need to get the ball away and get it in quickly, but carrying it into tackles like this is hardly the desirable thing at this late stage when they're behind by 3. They need a goal. 1 against 2 in towards Mickey Conroy. Dublin there in numbers. Philly McMahon picking it up, and the referee has blown his whistle again, and it's got to be yet another free kick.
Free out to Dublin, that's what he's calling, I think. Suits Dublin to the ground. It will slow the rate of the game down and play the clock down. So let's see here, long ball comes in. Conroy, no Mayo, very few Mayo attackers up there. But it was funny, I felt in the first place Vaughan was fouled. It might have been a free in for Mayo, but referee in his wisdom decides it's the other way.
And Dublin now trying to hold it, Mayo trying to get it back. Chris Sparrett has done so. Turns it to the challenge of Dean Rock. Down he goes yet again.
Yes, it's a goal or nothing. It's the one that they didn't put Barry Moore up into the full forward line for the last minute or two.
Well, they need to get the ball in. Aidan O'Shea still soloing. Now they carry it in. There was a slap there on Colin Boyd's face. The referee spotted it. Free in, but they're trying to carry it in the whole time. And there's a thicket of Dublin players back there. Strong group of defenders all around the 20-metre line. And is there anything he can do at this stage except maybe pray?
Well, the Mayo attack has let them down in the second half. I'm not sure of the stat, but I think they have only scored, is it 1-4 in the second half? That's a poor return, Ger, considering the amount of attacks that they had.
1-4. It was 8 points to 1-4 at half-time. Mayo led by it's Cillian O'Connor who kicks it over and says there's maybe still time. His 7th pointed free of the match. But now, as you can see, only 90 seconds to go. It's all or nothing now for Mayo. Kevin McLaughlin goes off soloing again. Across comes Cian O'Sullivan. They work it in here as far as Lee Keegan, who's tremendous in the first half, into Mickey Conroy. They need a goal, and a goal would take it into a lead situation, but they're 2 behind still. Keith Higgins now worked in, still they work it. Enda Varley, they get as far as the 20-metre line.
They have to have a go, Ger. They have to go for a goal. It's a goal or nothing at that stage.
Brian Mullins looks on. This has to be it for Cillian O'Connor and Mayo. Heaven help him, I don't know how he's going to do it. Well, he's kicked it over the bar and he's got an 8th point. Something of an anticlimax, because there's a 1 point between the teams. 2-12 to 1-14. The amateur whistlers supporting Dublin, encouraging the referee to blow that final whistle at the end of the 2013 All-Ireland football final. Cluxton, the captain, kicking out. The whistle sounds, it's all over, and Dublin have won the All-Ireland. Champions once again. Bernard Brogan with 2 goals and 3 points. Champions for the 2nd time in 3 years. Sam Maguire staying in the capital and Mayo once again fall at the final hurdle. Dublin 2-12, Mayo 1-14. Liam O'Neill ready to present the Sam Maguire Cup to Stephen Cluxton as Dublin are the new All-Ireland champions. Champions of 2013, champions for the 24th time. What an achievement.
Well, Kieran